The Birth of Venus, one of the most iconic works of Renaissance art, depicts the birth of Venus, the goddess of love and beauty, from the foam of the sea. The painting explores themes such as the birth of love, the importance of spiritual beauty, and the relationship between humans and nature. The painting is considered to be the product of Botticelli's masterful technical skill and imagination. The beauty and grace of the figures in the painting are a testament to Botticelli's inspiration from classical art and Renaissance art. Botticelli used tempera in The Birth of Venus. Tempera is a type of paint made from egg yolk, water, and pigments. This technique allows for vibrant and bright colors. Botticelli also demonstrated mastery of perspective and light use in the painting. Venus is the closest figure, and is therefore the largest and brightest figure. The other figures, as they move towards Venus, become smaller and less distinct. The Birth of Venus is a celebration of the power of love and beauty. The figure at the center of the painting, Venus, is the goddess of love and beauty. Her birth symbolizes the arrival of these two forces into the world. The background of the painting also supports the themes of love and beauty. The clear blue sky and blooming fields represent the beauty and harmony of nature. The seashell emphasizes that Venus's birth was not a natural event, but a miracle. The Birth of Venus has a perfect composition. The figure at the center of the painting, Venus, draws all the attention. The other figures surround her, showing her respect and admiration. The color palette of the painting is also harmonious and beautiful. Venus, with her clear blue sky, blonde hair, and white skin, forms the main colors of the painting. The other figures' clothes also support the painting's overall color harmony. The center of the painting is the graceful figure of Venus, born from the sea foam. Zephyr, the personification of the west wind, guides her towards the shore on a shell. Chloris, the goddess of flowers, scatters spring flowers at her feet, while Hore, the goddess of seasons, wraps her in her cloak. Botticelli depicted the birth of Venus as a poetic depiction of the awakening of nature and the emergence of beauty, rather than a mythological event. Two important characters accompany the birth of Venus in the painting: the god of the west wind, Zephyrus, and the fairy Chloris. These two characters enrich the meaning and message of the painting, making it even more meaningful and impressive. Zephyrus is the god of the west wind in Greek mythology. Zephyrus was known for his beauty and strength. It was believed that Zephyrus's breath had the power to fertilize and create new life. Therefore, Zephyrus's accompaniment to Venus's birth indicates that it represents a new beginning for love and beauty. In the painting, we see Zephyrus embracing the fairy Chloris. Zephyrus's embrace of Chloris symbolizes the act of love. This indicates that the birth of Venus represents the rebirth of love and beauty. Chloris is the goddess of spring and flowers in Greek mythology. Chloris was known for her beauty and generosity. In the painting, we see Chloris, embraced by Zephyrus, surrounded by flowers. The fact that Chloris is surrounded by flowers indicates that she is the representative of spring and beauty. Chloris's accompaniment to Venus's birth represents the connection between Venus's beauty and love with nature. This indicates that Venus shows that the roots of love and beauty lie in nature itself. Horae are the goddesses of the seasons in Greek mythology. They are the daughters of Zeus and Themis, and they are often depicted as young, beautiful women. The Horae are responsible for the orderly progression of the seasons, and they are also associated with the natural world. In the painting The Birth of Venus, the Horae figure is a representation of the new beginning that Venus's birth represents. The Horae are dressed in flowing robes, and they are holding a flowery cloak. This cloak represents the purity and innocence of Venus, and it also symbolizes her connection to the natural world. The Horae figure is also a symbol of the harmony that exists between the natural world and the human world. The Horae are often depicted with flowers and other natural objects, and they are often seen as representing the beauty and order of the natural world. The Horae figure is a complex and multi-layered symbol, and it can be interpreted in many different ways. The Horae can represent the new beginning of spring, the new beginning of Venus's life, or the harmony that exists between the natural world and the human world. Venus herself is the perfect example of Botticelli's ideal of female beauty. Her long blonde hair waves in the wind, and her slender fingers cover her chest and sexuality. Her face is calm and serene, But in her eyes, we can see both curiosity and shyness of the newly born Venus to the world. This subtle expression contributes to the mystery and charm of the painting. The background of the painting reflects Botticelli's love of nature. The landscape of a clear blue sky, graceful mountains, and blooming fields forms a welcoming backdrop for Venus's emergence. At the same time, elements such as seashells, flowers, and the wind god connect the painting to ancient myths and emphasize Venus's divine origins. The birth of Venus is also closely linked to the Platonic philosophy that greatly influenced the art of the time. Neoplatonists saw Venus as a representation of both physical and spiritual beauty. Botticelli tried to capture this duality by depicting Venus's physical perfection, while also adding a thoughtful and introspective expression to her face. The Birth of Venus is one of the most important works of Renaissance art. The painting reflects the humanist ideals and beauty of Renaissance art. In the Renaissance, art was used to celebrate the beauty of humanity and the world. Botticelli, in The Birth of Venus, perfectly captured these ideals. The painting celebrates the beauty of Venus and the power of love. Venus is the perfect example of Botticelli's ideal of female beauty. Her long blonde hair, graceful figure, and calm, thoughtful expression depict her in a surreal beauty. The background of the painting also supports the themes of love and beauty. The clear blue sky and blooming fields represent the beauty and harmony of nature. The seashell emphasizes that Venus's birth was not a natural event, but a miracle. Botticelli's graceful lines, harmonious color palette, and composition balance make the painting a pinnacle of Renaissance aesthetics. The Birth of Venus remains a masterpiece that represents love, beauty, and Renaissance art ideals to this day. The painting has captivated art historians, philosophers, and art lovers for centuries, and is open to different interpretations. According to one interpretation, the birth of Venus celebrates the birth of love. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty, and her birth symbolizes the arrival of these two forces into the world. According to another interpretation, the birth of Venus emphasizes the importance of spiritual beauty. Venus is a representation of both physical and spiritual beauty. By focusing on Venus's beauty, Botticelli tried to emphasize that spiritual beauty is just as important as physical beauty. According to a third interpretation, the birth of Venus explores the relationship between humans and nature. Venus represents the beauty and harmony of nature. By depicting Venus in harmony with nature, Botticelli tried to emphasize the importance of living in harmony with nature. The reason why the painting is still so popular today is because it is open to different interpretations and can have different meanings for different people. The Birth of Venus is a masterpiece that represents love, beauty, and Renaissance art ideals, and will continue to captivate humanity forever. The Birth of Venus is a unique work of art that has had a lasting impact on the world of art. The painting has inspired many other works of art, including Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. The impact of the Birth of Venus on the art world can still be felt today. The Birth of Venus is one of the most important and iconic works of Renaissance art. The painting is a celebration of love, beauty, and the human spirit. It is a masterpiece that has captivated art historians, philosophers, and art lovers for centuries. The painting is a complex and multi-layered work that can be interpreted in many different ways. It is a celebration of the beauty of the natural world, the power of love, and the importance of spiritual beauty. It is a timeless masterpiece that will continue to inspire and amaze people for generations to come.